The Basement, Part 4. There were no windows in the maze of halls that the men were trying to find their way through. That told them that they were most likely underground, which meant they were looking for stairs, but all they could seem to find were sanity potions, another lantern, and some oil. As of now, they were searching through the drawers of a desk that they found in yet another room. "Hey, look," Felix shouted, pulling a note from under a drawer. He read it aloud. "To make it upstairs, you must pass through the library, the key to which has been placed in safekeeping. Good luck." "So we need the key," Cry mumbled, looking around. He started pulling every book off the shelves as Felix checked behind drawers, under the desk, and inside the wardrobes. When one of the books stuck, Cry got an idea. "I think I got something, Felix," Cry stated as he pushed the book and made it click. He stepped back as the bookcase swung open, revealing a staircase. It led downward. "Going further down can't be a good idea," Felix groaned. "It's the only thing we've got," Cry said as he descended the steps. The steps seemed to go on forever, but soon they came to a large room. It had to have been a sort of wine cellar, since it had rows and rows of wine racks. Felix looked around the room, looking at the stone statues that seemed to stare at them from every direction. "I don't trust those things," he muttered, then went to help Cry search a few wardrobes in the room. Nothing. They checked under rocks and piles of debris and eventually began smashing wine bottles. Finally, Felix noticed a tiny key ring beside the door, and on it was a key. "I can't believe it was right there. We wasted so much time," Cry complained. They'd come back up the stairs and rechecked the office room before continuing on. Now they had to find the library. A loud crash sounded ahead. The first thought on Cry's mind was that there was someone else there, so he called out to them. Felix tried to cover his mouth, but was too late. "Over here," Cry shouted in the direction the crash came from. Felix immediately grabbed Cry and hauled him into the conveniently unlocked storage room. "What the fuck?" Cry said, glaring at Felix. He simply put his fingers to his lips and shushed the small man before pointing to the steel door's window. Cry looked out the steel bars and saw why Felix had pulled him to safety. One of the disfigured grunts was making his way down the hall. He seemed to be looking for them, so Cry ducked out of sight, looking apologizingly at Felix. "You had to save my life again," Cry muttered quietly. Felix smiled a bit. "I do it for the thrill," he teased.